We got some exciting stuff in NFT news as brokerage firm Bernstein says NFTs are not dead. DC Comics launches the first comics in NFT format, and NFT hotel bookings that can be resold if you can't make it. And for our first story, scammers spread fake Reddit NFTs on OpenSea. Well, yeah, every single time there's a hit, every single time there's a big trending thing happening like these new Reddit NFTs, these scammers come out, they can build quickly, and they will take advantage of the weakest members of the herd like nobody's business. And so I think just the rule of thumb here is if something is too good to be true, it probably is. And so if you're seeing a Reddit NFT on a completely different website, do your research. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually click into it. See who's posting this stuff. Don't just click random links. Don't just buy things because you think you're getting a good deal on something. Usually a good deal means there's something wrong with it. So scammers are out there and everyone should beware. If there's a big thing happening in the future, you better bet that scammers are going to flock to it and find some way to manipulate you out of your crypto. So just watch out. Another cautionary tale with these fake Reddit NFTs. NFT marketplace Souffle closes $2 million seed round. So for all those out there who are saying, well, NFTs are on their way out, I don't think they're on life support. Like, look what happened to Coinbase NFT. Like, it's not going to do well. Well, we have new NFT marketplaces being stood up with millions of dollars sitting behind them. And so this just gives me faith that no, NFTs are not dead. It's just we're all going through a little bit of a red period right now. There are greener days on the horizon, and a lot of building is taking place in the background. Brokerage firm Bernstein says NFTs are not dead. Great follow-up to the last story here because, yeah, NFTs are not dead. It's just the markets suck right now. And I think, truthfully, the phrase NFTs might be what's going to die here, and we need to come up with a new phrase for these digital collectibles or these smart contracts or these profile pictures. Whatever we're going to call them in the future, I think NFTs has so much stigma behind it because of all the people who have lost money to NFTs. There were a lot of rugs, there are a lot of scammers, just like with this Reddit NFTs that are being sold on OpenSea. There are scammers out there, there are a lot of rugs, people lost a lot of money, and even if you did very savvy things with your investments, everything's down. The whole markets are down right now. Everything, even Tesla and Apple and Amazon are in the red right now. So of course NFTs are going to be in the red. And so just don't take what's happening right now for a testament of what's going to happen in the future. We might be going through the darkest period of it right now, and greener, more fruitful, and enlightened days are in our future, and we might just be calling them something else in the future. Smart contracts or digital collectibles, whatever it may be, they still will be around in the future. Mainstream NFT adoption will be driven mostly by their utility. Yeah, and we're starting to see that right now, that like if you're just an NFT project that's just a profile picture and that's it, you're not going anywhere. No one's buying it. They want to see use cases, whether it's some kind of membership, club activation, you're going to be put a part of a new community, there's airdrop tokens associated with it. Just there needs to be more than just the image itself and the serial number somewhere on the blockchain. There needs to be more, because a profile picture, we all can download a JPEG and make it our profile picture, but if that NFT is not serving us more use cases, then it's dead on arrival. And I'm glad that this testament is out there, because like if you're going to build an NFT project, you better make sure there is useful utility behind it or it's going nowhere. And I think this will eliminate a lot of those BS projects that give NFTs a bad name. So this is actually good news overall for the NFT space. Toy manufacturer Mattel and Cryptoys announce Masters of the Universe NFT collections by the power of Grayskull. Let's go. More NFT collectibles on the horizon. And here's my kind of, maybe call this a tinfoil hat idea about NFTs in general is that just like with Pokemon cards and Mattel action figures, the reason those are worth so much money is because so many people lost theirs. If everyone kept on to their Mattel toys and their Pokemon cards and kept them in mint condition, they wouldn't be worth anything. And I think the same thing is going to happen with NFTs in the future. 10, 20 years from now, so many people will lose their seed phrase and so many people will lose their computers or their hardware wallets that there truly won't be a lot of these things left. There will only be a few Bored Apes and a few crypto punks and a few of these Mattel and Cryptoy NFTs that survive this kind of natural selection purge that happens in our society. People lose things, they lose track of things, they break things, and there become fewer and fewer of the original amount in the future, and that will cause these things to increase in value through scarcity. And so I'm just seeing that in my mind grapes about what's going to happen in the future is not everybody's perfect. Not everybody will maintain their seed phrase. Not everybody will keep their hardware wallets around. Not everybody will keep that old computer or transfer those files properly to their new computer in the next 5 to 10 years. And I think that, sure, they're only going to release 10,000 of them, but only maybe 500 of them will survive in the long term. And so if you're an investor out there, think in long-term time frames and also put your time into locking that seed phrase down and locking those wallets down and holding on to them for a long time. You will make your investment back and then some. DC Comics launches the first comics in NFT format. Another thing I love about this is comic books are so easy to ruin because you gotta touch them. If you want to read a comic book, you gotta put your slimy, greasy, French fry, nose picking, earwax covered fingers all over those pages just to read them. And the NFT is a brilliant advent where you can have your cake and eat it too. I can read that comic book infinite amount of times without causing any frayed edges or folded corners or sticky pages. This is brilliant. You can have your cake and eat it too. And that's what makes me so excited about this is these will last the test of time. And just like in my previous article, sure, most people will lose them, but it'll just be easier for those who have the mental fortitude to keep their stuff together, to keep these in mint perfect condition to resell later when there's few of them available. Solana NFT sales up 77% in September despite sluggish quarter. And what's more is Solana as a whole is kind of struggling as a blockchain. They fail a lot. There's an influx of users. They don't have the capacity to support all of the people who are jumping on the Solana chain, and they're having trouble supporting all of the new developments on top of Solana, like the phone and the NFTs and the play-to-earn games. But despite that, they're still up 77% in September. This gets me, I'm just overall a Solana bull because they're innovating in great ways. They may not be perfect, but nobody's perfect. And Solana has all this really cool stuff built on its backbone, and I see this as one of the power players that will be around in the next bull cycle. No doubt about that. That's a Fun Uncle exclusive. I give Solana 5 Hawaiian shirts out of 5. NFT hotel bookings that can be resold if you can't make it. Brilliant innovation and utility use case for NFTs. This is so great. Once you book a hotel and you've entered past the cancellation period, you can no longer cancel it and get your money back. They now have a way for you to figure it out. In the same way that you can sell space in your timeshare, or you can rent out a room in your house on Airbnb or sublet it or something like that. You can now just transfer this NFT to another person, whether it's family, friends, or you sell it online through a third-party medium of some kind. This is a brilliant use case and utility for hotel bookings. I think all hotel bookings should be done through an NFT because within that NFT, I have the verification that yes, I truly am the person who made that booking. You can check it on the blockchain. Also, it can contain all kinds of information within the smart contract. My Wi-Fi login, best restaurants to go to, personal information about me that's securely stored on the blockchain, and then some. And what's more is I could just store all of my photos and memories of that vacation inside that same NFT. If I ever want to revisit and relive that dream vacation, all I got to do is unpack the NFT that I have in perpetuity forever. I think it's a brilliant innovation and use case for NFTs. I think hotels across the board will start using them in the future.